Another day, another story. Isabella, a young woman of noble birth, was raised in a world where tradition reigned supreme. From a young age, she was taught to be a dutiful daughter, to obey the expectations placed upon her, and to conform to the societal norms of her time. But deep within her heart, Isabella yearned for something more. Her days were filled with endless lessons on etiquette and the art of being a lady. She was taught to sew, to play the piano, and to recite poetry. While she excelled in these pursuits, her mind often wandered to the world beyond her gilded cage. She longed for adventure, for knowledge, and for a life that was not confined by the limitations of her gender. One fateful day, as Isabella was exploring the vast library of her family's estate, she stumbled upon a hidden book tucked away on a dusty shelf. Intrigued by its worn leather cover and the secrets it held within, she carefully pulled it out, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she opened the book, a world of ancient mythology unfolded before her eyes. The pages were filled with tales of gods and goddesses, heroes and heroines, and creatures both fearsome and enchanting. Isabella was captivated by the stories, their power and beauty weaving a spell around her. With each passing day, Isabella's curiosity grew. She became consumed with uncovering the truth behind the tales that had shaped her world. She spent hours poring over the book, studying the myths and legends, searching for hidden meanings and messages. As Isabella delved deeper into the realm of mythology, she began to question the traditions and expectations placed upon her. She yearned to break free from the constraints of her society, to forge her own path, and to discover her true purpose in life. The ancient tales seemed to hold the key to unlocking her own destiny. Isabella's journey of self-discovery was not without its challenges. Society frowned upon a woman who dared to question the established order, who dared to challenge the roles assigned to her. But Isabella was determined. She knew that she had a fire within her, a spark of rebellion and independence that could not be extinguished. As she read the ancient myths, Isabella started to notice parallels between the stories and her own life. She began to see herself as a heroine in her own tale, a woman who could defy the odds and shape her own destiny. She became convinced that there was a hidden message within the tales, one that could guide her towards her true purpose. With each page she turned, Isabella's spirit grew stronger. She felt a sense of empowerment, a newfound confidence that she had never experienced before. The ancient myths became her guiding light, illuminating the path she was meant to follow. In the depths of the night, as the moon cast its ethereal glow upon her, Isabella made a vow to herself. She would no longer be bound by the expectations of others. She would embrace the whispers of the ancients, the wisdom and lessons they held, and she would forge her own destiny. Little did Isabella know that her journey had only just begun. The hidden book would lead her down a path filled with adventure, danger, and self-discovery. And as she embarked on this extraordinary quest, she would come to understand the power of tradition and the transformative nature of embracing the whispers of the past. Sebastian was a man of many talents. As a skilled artisan, he was known for his ability to transform raw materials into works of art. But beneath his outward success, Sebastian carried a burden that weighed heavily on his soul. Night after night, Sebastian was plagued by dreams of a forgotten past. In his slumber, he would find himself transported to a world of ancient symbols and mythical creatures. These dreams were vivid and haunting, leaving him with a sense of longing and unease upon waking. Unable to ignore the pull of these dreams, Sebastian became consumed with uncovering their meaning. He believed that they held the key to his true identity and purpose in life. And so he embarked on a quest to seek out the knowledge of his ancestors, to delve into the realm of mythology and uncover the secrets that lay hidden within. Sebastian's journey took him to ancient temples, where he sought the guidance of wise sages. He studied ancient texts, deciphering the symbols and stories that had been passed down through generations. He consulted with scholars and historians, hoping to find answers to the questions that plagued his mind. As he delved deeper into the world of mythology, Sebastian discovered a hidden power within himself. He realized that he possessed a connection to the ancient myths and legends, a power that allowed him to shape his own destiny. This revelation filled him with a sense of awe and wonder as he realized that he had the ability to change the course of history. But with this newfound power came great responsibility. Sebastian understood that he had a choice to make. He could either embrace his heritage and use his power for good, or he could succumb to the temptations that came with such abilities. The path he chose would not only determine his own fate, but also the fate of those around him. As Sebastian continued his quest, he encountered challenges and obstacles along the way. He faced ancient creatures, each more formidable than the last. He navigated treacherous alliances, never knowing who he could trust. But through it all, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of knowledge and self-discovery. And then one fateful day, Sebastian's path converged with that of Isabella in the mythical city of Eldoria. Here, in a place where tradition and magic intertwined, they would join forces in their quest for truth and understanding. As Isabella and Sebastian stood side by side, they realized that their journeys were not so different after all. Both had been drawn to the world of mythology, seeking answers to questions that had haunted them. And together, they would uncover the truth behind the ancient tales, learning the importance of honoring the past while embracing the future. In the dreams of the past, Sebastian had found a connection to something greater than himself. He had discovered that the ancient myths held wisdom and lessons that could shape his own destiny. And as he stood in the mythical city of Eldoria, surrounded by the whispers of the ancients, Sebastian knew that his journey was far from over. The dreams of the past had led him here, to this moment. And with Isabella by his side, Sebastian was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Together, they would navigate the treacherous path of self-discovery, guided by the whispers of the ancients and the power of tradition. Isabella and Sebastian's paths finally converged in the mythical city of Eldoria, a place where tradition and magic intertwined. As they entered the city, they were immediately enveloped in an atmosphere of enchantment and wonder. The streets were lined with ancient buildings adorned with intricate carvings and vibrant tapestries, each telling a story of its own. The air was filled with the scent of exotic spices and the melodic sounds of street musicians. Eldoria was a place where mortals and divine beings coexisted, where the boundaries between the earthly realm and the realm of the gods were blurred. As Isabella and Sebastian made their way through the bustling streets, they encountered a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique story to tell. The first person they met was an elderly woman named Celeste, who claimed to be a descendant of the ancient gods. She possessed a deep knowledge of the city's history and traditions, and she became their guide on their journey of self-discovery. Celeste led them to the Temple of the Ancients, a grand structure that stood at the heart of Eldoria. Inside the temple, Isabella and Sebastian were greeted by the High Priestess, a wise and revered figure who held the key to unlocking the secrets of the ancient myths. She spoke of the importance of preserving tradition and honoring the gods, but she also recognized the need for change and growth. She saw in Isabella and Sebastian the potential to bring about a new era, one that blended the wisdom of the past with the possibilities of the future. As Isabella and Sebastian delved deeper into the mysteries of Eldoria, they encountered other mythical beings, both benevolent and malevolent. They faced trials and tests of courage, each one designed to challenge their beliefs and push them to their limits. They learned that the ancient tales held not only wisdom, but also warnings, cautionary tales of the consequences of hubris and greed. But it was not just the mythical creatures and trials that tested Isabella and Sebastian's resolve. They also faced opposition from those who clung to the old ways, who feared change and saw their quest for knowledge as a threat to their power. They were met with skepticism and resistance, but they remained steadfast in their pursuit of truth. In their journey through Eldoria, Isabella and Sebastian discovered that tradition and magic were not mutually exclusive. They learned that the power of tradition lay not in its rigidity, but in its ability to adapt and evolve. They saw that magic was not just a force to be wielded, but a source of inspiration and wonder. As they reached the climax of their journey, Isabella and Sebastian stood before the Fountain of Whispers, a sacred place where the voices of the ancients could be heard. They listened intently as the whispers of the past guided them, revealing the final piece of the puzzle that would shape their destinies. With newfound clarity, Isabella and Sebastian understood that their quest for knowledge and self-discovery was not just about themselves. It was about the future of Eldoria, about the balance between tradition and progress, and about the power of the individual to make a difference. As they left Eldoria, Isabella and Sebastian carried with them the wisdom of the ancients and a renewed sense of purpose. They knew that their journey had only just begun and that they had a responsibility to share their newfound knowledge with others. They were determined to challenge the established order, to inspire others to question the boundaries of their own lives, and to embrace the whispers of the past that shaped their future. In the mythical city of Eldoria, Isabella and Sebastian had found not only answers, but also a community of like-minded individuals who shared their vision. Together, they would work to create a world where tradition and progress could coexist, where the power of the past could shape the possibilities of the future. As they embarked on the next chapter of their journey, Isabella and Sebastian knew that the road ahead would not be easy. They would face obstacles and setbacks, but they were armed with the knowledge that they were not alone. They had each other, and they had the whispers of the ancients to guide them. And so, with hearts filled with hope and determination, Isabella and Sebastian set off into the unknown. ready to embrace the challenges that lay ahead. Their journey was far from over, but they knew that as long as they held on to the wisdom of the past and remained true to themselves, they would find their way. In the mythical city of Eldoria, where tradition and magic intertwined, Isabella and Sebastian had discovered the power of tradition and the transformative nature of self-discovery. They had learned that the ancient tales held not only wisdom, but also the potential to shape their own destinies. And as they walked hand in hand, they knew that their journey was just beginning, filled with endless possibilities and the whispers of the ancients guiding their way. Thanks for watching!